Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a video on Company, how I made the whole entire song for Company, beat, vocals, mix, everything. So first let's start off. This is the melody right here, all this. And then I also like kind of mark everything out, like at the top, like I have verse 1, verse 2, pre-chorus, chorus, verse 3, verse 4, chorus, outro. So I know like who everything's going to be. Because when I'm making the beat, I kind of like visualize how I'm going to sing on it and leave opening and all that. So here is the first part of the melody. So 8-bar loop. The sound for this is RD Tremolo EP on Xenology. Originally, this came from like this right here. This right here. Then I kind of stretched out the chords and like expanded on it myself, changed up some chords and whatnot. And then I'm pretty sure I just layer it twice with these pianos. Which are, we got sound fonts, of course. Lucy kind of put me on from that one live. We got Toho, Bright, Yamaha, Grand. Same MIDI as the first one I showed. We got this one right here, FM EP2. Effects for these, nothing crazy. It's just the EQ, OTT. It's really just sound selection. We got this, Toho piano, EQ, another EQ. I guess this was to cut down on like how attacking it was. OTT, an effector, some bit crush. This last one, I know this one for sure got delay. Yeah, I guess that's just the preset. I don't know where. I guess I just put it onto here, so it's not really on anything. Now we can go through like the background sounds and everything. So let's start off with this one. This one right here is expand. Everything in here is like fine-tuned up 40%. Seth kind of put me onto that method, fine-tuning your stuff so it's like doesn't sound like normal. I don't know. It just sounds cooler. We got some strings. Also, Toho sound font, viola. I'm not like, violins are cool. I'm like more of a viola type guy. I used to play orchestra back in middle school. I used to play cello, and I never really liked like violins because they just sounded like mosquitoes to me. So I like violas more. Anyways, that was random. We got this right here, other Toho sound font. Oh, I forgot to show the effects. Yeah, so for this one, we got Panomatic. We got delay 3 with pan as well, I guess. For the strings, we just have, EQ, OTT, always OTT. Just I use it so much. We got just OTT and EQ. I don't add crazy stuff to my melodies. I just layer them a lot and select just good sounds. I don't know. We got this. Xenology. Fairy Tales on Xenology. This is on track 1. These are the effects I got on here. Low cut, OTT, effector, bit crush, add some high end to that, a little bit of reverb, and then gross beat gate. And then so that's melody for like this section. Then we go into the second section, and I kind of take some elements out of the melody just to open space. Oh yeah, with the lead. Of course, we got the lead. So this lead right here is Purity. PW for President, you know, we also fine-tuned it. OTT and Panomatic, wow. I'd expect more on it, but I guess that's it for the lead. Then we transition from this into this melody. Strum. I add this right here. This melody, which is this right here, another sound font, Space Voice, Toho. Oh yeah, some sound effects. This is some stuff I sound designed. I do sound design with Knuckles. He kind of helps me make this stuff. So some sound design I made. Yeah, we got this. Melody starting to come back in so we can have a massive land on this chorus, big beefy chorus. And then we go back into the chorus, which is just this intro melody. We don't have this lead in here. We have this intro melody, but we have this added on to it now. So this gets added on, and it sounds like this. Then we go into verse 3, which is strings come, or strings are still in here, but I like to just strum into parts. I don't know, it feels cool. Then laid out over here. Bring that back in. Then we go back to, what is this? Take some instruments out again. Have some space. Then we go back into the chorus. Then we go to the outro, which is just one piano and some of these elements. Light outro. So that's for the instruments. That's covered. Now let's go to the bass, which is, this is what we got for the bass. Which is just some, I don't know what this bass is right here, but let's see the preset. 84, geez. Okay, we got bass boost, we got an EQ on it, raising some of that, and we got OTT, nothing crazy. Again, all these instruments, if I didn't say this, are rooted to here with the low cut to leave space for this bass. So we got, it kind of goes together well. So that covers that bass. Then we go into this bass, which is a sub and a kick. Could barely hear that, but you know, you feel it. This is just to leave space, kind of. Then we remove the bass here. We go back into the sub bass for space in the chorus. For the sub, we got this bass, and it's on number 18. We got bass boost, limiter just because I'm setting up a sidechain with the kick. So I sidechain the kick to here. EQ, you know, same stuff going on that other one. I don't know why. Then we go into the jazz part with the bass. So for that, we got Toho sound font, slap bass 2, bass boost, EQ, and effector. We throw on some bit crush. All right, now we can go into the drums. These are the hats. Put a gross beat on here just so that, like, I don't know, it just sounded cool. See? And then we got the claps. Snare. We got the bass, open hat. chant, perks. Stomp right here. I don't know what this is. Some more layering in the drums. Got this vocal. Then we got the I love the triangle. Always in my drums, that triangle. We gotta have the triangle. Drums repeat over here. Bass is just switched up. Versus here. So we got that. So no drums here, of course. Chorus, we got the same drums as here. Then we go into the jazzy part right here. This part is pretty fun. It was fun to make. Haven't really like tried jazz before, but it's what we got. Got this right here. Cymbal. We got this. Got this. Another cymbal. Then we got this right here. So that's the drums plus the bass. Got a cool little switch up from jazz drums to like the normal drums. I really like this part. Then we got gross beat. That's for the hi-hats, for that little like that little that part. Then we got the tempo, which comes in at the end when this part jazz plays again. All right, and then we got this little slow. We got crashes and everything set up. You know, some impact I made. Sound design. Some more crashes. You know, everyone got that crash. More crashes, some sound design. Dingus beam, you know. Just the dingus beam and stuff. More sound design plus crashes, just a bunch of transitions. Transitions are good. More sound design from me right here. That's really it for the beat, you know. Just this. I'll play it out if any of you guys want to hear it. Just the instrumental. And then I'll show the vocals after this. Now we are in the vocal part. I'll play each section, you know, like where it's marked out. We got verse 1, verse 2, build up, chorus, all that. So here's the first part right here.
Getting all the eyes, she know that she's getting glances. Opportunity, she's giving them all different stances. She got a chance, but it's all the same romances. Pursue it, but she got a million chances. Somebody I know that you could be my darling. Always leaving you like firewire, just like a starling. You can't find your other piece, so you're not pairing. Feeling like a stylist, she know what she wearing.
I'll just play the main vocal by itself on the beat.
Getting all the eyes, she know that she's getting glances. Opportunity, she's giving them all different stances. She got a chance, but it's all the same romances. Pursue it, but she got a million chances.
For the main vocal preset,
All the eyes,
we got this right here, right? So I route it to here. I put a little low cut just in case. We got a delay that pans from left and right. Feel free to copy all this stuff. I'm not a gatekeeper. My auto-tune settings right here. Vocal writer, Alex put me onto this. Still don't really know what it does too much, but I know it's something with keeping the volume kind of the same. Vocal EQ, other vocal EQ, compressor settings. This right here, saturation, but I also have like a low cut. Multi-band compressor. This is low-key sauce, I'm not gonna lie. Multi-band. I'm gonna play the vocals without multi-band compressor versus with. So listen to this.
all the eyes, she know that she's getting glances.
Right? Let's turn it off.
All the eyes, she know that she's getting glances.
What the hell is... Then we got this. I don't really boost highs on my EQ just because I don't know. I saw a video saying not to do that, so I don't do it. I use a saturator.
All the eyes, she know that she's getting glances.
And I kind of raise it with the saturator. Then I got my de-esser, Pro DS. You can take these settings if you want. Then we got a limiter just to like cut off background noise, give it that studio quality. Also copy these if you would like. Now let's go over like the background vocals.
She's getting glances. She's getting glances. She know that she's getting glances. It's all the same romances.
We got... So that's... I'm gonna tell you guys something, right? It's the same thing as my main vocal preset. It's the same thing as my main vocal preset, right? I copy my main vocal preset. I throw it into here on a different thing. Put on a little bit of pan to like left or right. Just because I have another one that's gonna be pan in the opposite direction. We take off unneeded stuff on the main vocal, like, you know, if it's too much. Throw on a stereo enhancer. This right here is what makes them sound like they are in the background. They fit into the mix. They fit behind the main vocal. And it layers with the main vocal like this.
You know that she's getting glances. But it's all the same romances.
We got this. Same thing, you know, these layers are the same as this layer right here, you know? It's the same exact preset. They're just panned differently. Same exact preset. Stereo, but the stereo's to the left. Here. Stereo, stereos to the right. So when they play together,
But it's all the same romances. Got a million chances. Got a million chances.
we got the high one,
Got a million chances.
we got the falsetto.
Got a million chances.
It's kind of chopped up, but you know, these go together.
Got a million chances.
And then we got adlibs. If you recognize this vocal, this adlib preset, I'm sorry. It's apparently a Karoo background vocal preset from ages ago. I don't know. I just took it and I use it for adlibs. Mess with the EQ a little bit, you know, give it that little telephone sound. And yeah, that's it for the adlibs. I just repeat what I'm saying in a higher tone. It's just like that. Then we get into this part. I really like this part right here. This is the main vocal. I'll just play it.
Do what I can, but I wish you were here.
And then we got the little layers layering by themselves.
All helping hands.
So we got the main vocal playing like this just by itself.
Do what I can, but I wish you were here. A helping hand, I don't wanna see tears. Don't run away, I promise I'll be near. They can't understand, you're just too sincere.
Then we got it layered with this vocal sometimes.
Do what I can, but I wish you were here.
You know? Then we got it no double vocal layer, and then we bring it back over here.
Don't run away, I promise I'll be near.
We got this little falsetto, I think.
I wish you were here. I wish you were here.
Then we also got falsetto here.
Don't wanna see tears.
And then we got this part. I just put this here because I really like how it fills in this empty space between each vocal. Then we got this little part that plays out, that transitions into the jazz.
And you're just
No, not the jazz. This part transitions into that like pre-chorus, you know?
and you're just too sincere. And you're just too sincere.
Then we got the chorus build-up right here. So it just layered. This part I had to consolidate, but it's the same as these. It's very, very layered. Then I kind of like chop it to the beat and have an entrance to the chorus, which feels just really sick. So we got this part right here.
You get tired of the same glance. Your heart is hurting, how could you advance? I know you gave it your last chance. Not going back to one last man. Want that come
You know? You hear that? Boom. Glitching out. Fire. So then we get that, and then we're back into the, you know, we're into the chorus now.
want that company. Wanna show you that love from me.
And now we got the chorus, which is just every vocal in here is layered. It's the chorus. It's got to be big. It's got to be grand, you know? So I layered everything in here.
Want that company. Wanna show you that love from me. If I'm wrong, then we could see. Come along, tell me what you need. Feelings you're hiding, but you hit it's the right timing. Tell me that you want that loving, so I wanna give you everything.
Kind of layers like this.
Want that company. Wanna show you that love from me. If I'm wrong, then we could see. Come along, tell me what you need. Feelings you're hiding, but you hint it's the right timing. Tell me that you want that loving, so I wanna give you everything.
We go into the jazz part, which is this right here. FL crash. Okay.
No, I can't get you out of my head. Come with me, watch it play out ahead. Loose strings holding on by a thread. What do you think when you hear what I say?
You know, we got the main vocal.
No, I can't get you out of my head. Come with me, watch it play out ahead. Loose strings holding on by a thread. What do you think when you hear what I say?
Then we got some more layers in here too. We got like little falsetto layer. And it goes well with all of this.
What I said.
Then we go into another verse, little freestyle stuff I was thinking off the top of my head. Every vocal in here is just like, you know, layered with another vocal. We all, you know, got all those layers in there.
Impact like a stamp on a postcard. Hey, turn my song on so you know we go hard. New piece got me feeling like a pop star. If I sat back, then you know I wouldn't go far. 25 high class, not average. If my bros spending what we want, we get carried. want me to fix it, fixing all the damage. Company, wanna show you.
So I consolidate this last part just so, like, auto-tune's a little funny, and if it'll overlap with this vocal will play at the same time as this vocal, but it's not going to have any auto-tune on, and it kind of sounds dumb. So I have to consolidate it just so that they can play both with auto-tune. It's a little whack, probably because I have Evo or something, but you know, nothing's going to convince me to get off of Evo. I low-key love it. I've been using it for like the longest time. I don't know. After that, we go back into the chorus, but the chorus is saying differently now. Now I'm kind of singing the chorus higher. So this is this part. So basically what I did is I got the chorus over here. So you hear that main vocal. We got the main chorus. I brought it over here and I consolidated it. And okay, thank you. And then I took off the preset, I consolidated it, and then I put it onto a layer preset. So now it went from being the main vocal to the layer vocal, and now I'm singing higher than it to make it layer with the high vocals. Adlibs, which are also different than the main chorus, that chorus over here, they're saying this like a lot higher. Oh, if I didn't show, this is the adlib preset right here. I bet you guys all got this though. Limiter, reverb, delay 2, and phalangus. Whoa, chorus repeats itself, then we go back into jazz. So, how I was able to do this, we basically got, you know, there was a jazz part playing earlier here. And if you hear the main vocal, it sounds like this. So, grabbed that main vocal, took off the preset, consolidated it, and then I threw an effect on it, which makes it sound like this. I really don't know where the preset is in here of how I did that. Oh, here it is, right here. We got this gross beat going on the vocal, and then we got a shaper box preset. I probably need to re-download shaper box. Then we got this part, which I wanted it to kind of sound like there's one part that's low singing and then one part that's high singing, and they're like almost like just going one after another. It just goes from high singing to low singing to high singing to low. So it kind of goes like this. then they layer. I have both of the layering channels, both of the layering presets. I have them linked to here, which has a low cut EQ to leave space so it doesn't clash with my main vocal preset. We got a chorus going on, slight chorus, not too much, flangus, and delay 3. But the flangus only comes in at the end because I want the vocals to sound like, you know. That's the vocals. This delay automation right here is because on the main vocal preset, see, I told you earlier, I have the delay over here. So when I have an automation, it kind of makes it pan to both sides equally. So it just, when the vocal delays, it'll pan here and then it'll pan here. And yeah, so basically works like that. That's the vocals. Now we can check out the mix. So mix right here, literally nothing crazy at all. I threw this down into here. I pitched it slightly up with tempo, just so it was like just slightly pitched up. Nothing crazy, nothing that makes me sound like nightcore or crazy. It just makes the song sound like a little, I don't know, just sounds cooler to me. I don't know. We got the master right here, rim master, fresh air, slight fresh air, soothe. I put it on flat start, then I put the depth to like this just so it cuts out harsh frequencies. Then we got the limiter, which is set like this, ceiling at 1, no saturation, don't put that saturation on. Gain like this, so it kind of pulls up the low volume parts of the song up just a little bit, but enough to where the song's leveled and clean and the vocals shine. We got like this little transition sound that I made, sound design. This is the only part I really did like anything cool on. So it was just this. Goes into love filter little. So it sounds like it goes underwater for a sec. And then we got this. More sound design. Mastering is really, really key because like if I just posted my songs right after I recorded them, like it wouldn't be good. Mastering really, really helps pull everything together. And yeah, so that's basically the mastering. Slight pitch up, sound effects thrown in there, just finishing touches, the cherry on top, you know, little random parts that just sound cool in the song. And that's about it. Yeah, that's how I made Company. And if you guys want to try making music like this, or if you like making music like this, go ahead and try. And yeah, I don't gatekeep nothing, so this is how I made Company.
Getting all the eyes, she know that she's getting glimpses. Opportunity, she's giving them all different stances. She got a chance, but it's all the same romances. Pursue it, but she got a million chances. Somebody, I know that you could be my darling. Always leaving you the fire away just like a starling. You can't find your other piece, so you're not pairing. Feeling like a stylist, you know what she wearing. Do what I can, but I wish you were here. I just need your time.